Let the chaos reign.
Chaos Reign presents The Man is the Prize. The CJ King Effect. Broadcast May the 10th, 2020. Enjoy.
He actually legitimately would be an educated black woman's nightmare. And I'm gonna be honest with you. He would be an educated black woman. Would be an educated black woman's nightmare. 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 Would be an educated black woman's nightmare.
The views expressed on Talk Real Solutions, hosted by Tyrone Thompson at TalkRealSolutions.com, are the views of Tyrone Thompson and do not reflect the views of TalkRealSolutions.com, YouTube, or etc. The content here belongs to Talk Real Solutions and its many contributors. Views and opinions expressed by all contributors belong to them and not TalkRealSolutions.com or Tyrone Thompson, the host, or etc. All data and information provided on the site is for informational purposes only. Talk Real Solutions makes no representations as to accuracy, completeness, correctness, suitability, or validity of any information on this site and will not be liable for any errors, omissions, or delays in this information or any losses, injuries, or damages arising from its display or use. All information is provided on an as-is basis.
In a world where there's crime, corruption, violence, rape, murder, theft, and all forms of atrocity that plague the world in which we live today, what you're witnessing, we are living in a state of chaos, and it'll take a much greater or extreme of chaos to restore the order in which we live in today. Welcome, black people. This is Chaos here. Thank you, Gary. Tonight, what I put here. This is a part 2 of Who's Surprised, if it was never been mentioned. And I would say more better that, this might be the first part of this topic that I might have talked about with my good friend Charles Faulkner Jr. I had to go back in previous streams if I already, me and him already went through this, but tonight we had to re-examine this again. And you know how we do it here at Chaos Reign. We're going to do it my style, my way, And, I'm going to have a female calling in tonight to see her take on it. But before we start tonight's show, I would like everybody to go to talkroasters.com. In the website, you find not only the donation tab, but everything in regards to what Black people could look for or need in regards to their local town. That's on the website. Also, we have the latest articles and news on Talk World Solutions website as well. And sometimes on a Thursday night, when T.R.S goes live, it will go and cover some of these stories to keep you up to date what's going on in current events, especially here in America or outside America globally. So if you want to look forward to that, like most people that if they don't want to, go through the website and read the articles for yourself, don't worry. You can tune in Thursday night at 9 p.m. or 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Talk with the news person, and they go through all the articles that's current in today's world. Also, for all the shows that runs 7 days a week, you'll have shows like ABC do shows on the weekend as well, including Sarge. He does shows on the weekday. I think All Facts does shows on Wednesday or Thursday, one of them days, or actually Wednesday and Fridays. I believe now Kenneth does shows now, but don't quote me wrong. He did one the previous week, and that one was a very interesting show nonetheless. But I cannot what other people do on here. I only do what I do. As y'all know, I'm the Chaos Reign here. Chaos here. But but yeah, the shows run on the average 7 days a week. You can also get a recap of every show that if you didn't catch or you missed, you can go on YouTube and type in Talk World Solutions. There you'll find all previous streams that was done throughout the week on YouTube as well. And I believe if the shows have any issues where if you might have saw it is no longer there, you don't have to worry. If I do a show, if you don't see it on here, I have my own channel as well, Chaos Reign on YouTube. So whatever day you miss up on my shows, you can catch on my channel as well. And like always, comment, subscribe, and like my YouTube channel as well. And if you're on this stream right here, if you're not subscribed to this particular channel, always hit that notification bell. And when you hit the notification bell, there are 3 options. To know when we go live or when there's an upload, you must hit the top bell. The top bell says all notifications. So if you're not hitting the all, depending on what you select, you will not know on the average when I go live or when anybody's going live on Talk World Solutions. So like always, if you want to keep abreast to when we are streaming live, you must hit the top bell. It's vital you do that. Hitting the subscribe button is not going to be sufficient to know what's going on or when somebody go live. Now, you have to hit the all notification. YouTube's algorithm kind of changed up where they give people options, how often, the frequency they know when a person goes live. So it's your self-rifle duty if you are average listener to the stream, my stream or this show in particular, you must hit the all bell button. All right. So, no further ado. Let me check everything. You know what I'm saying? Interesting. And if you're on the stream, like this video, please. Like the video. I've been waiting. Tonight's stream, Chaos Reign presents The Man is the Prize. This is a part 2 edition. I call this the C.J. King effect. Now, as y'all notice, this young brother graduated from, let me do a background. Let me scroll up. Let me see what school he went to. I believe he graduated from a historical black college. Let me type in, see if I can get a better picture. Okay, I'm going down. Let me go to LinkedIn. Okay, I gotta know what school he graduated from. I know it was a historical black college. Alright. And he has YouTube channel as well. Give him a job. I can probably put in tonight. Yeah, let me Google him. CJ King. I gotta find where he did the printing. And look like he's an artist as well. Alright, let me check. Yeah, that's an artist, but I'm not sure if this is him. Let me check. Yeah, this is somebody else. Let me exit. As long as when people use the same name, they gotta be careful about that. But he graduated from a historical black college, CJ King. People will tell me what college he went to in a second. And the thing that's buzzing with this brother here is that he's taken the internet by storm, which I think he shattered the internet, especially the comment section of the internet. And he graduated from the historical black colleges in the month of January with a JD law degree. And the buzz of this is that a lot of people, not only black men, but the black female, had an issue with his post on his own Instagram page. So now, what his rhetoric is that's getting to people's feelings is that he proclaimed himself as the prize now. And to me, I've seen it before, and I've seen this enough times. Even now with the climate we are in today, we have so much women than men, and the pool of men is getting very much thin through the eyes of our sisters when they talk about the need. There's not enough reliable, good black men. We hear this rhetoric all the time, and yeah. And I find interesting about all this is, ladies, you cannot complain now to the men that voice themselves and has met the check marks that you always said you have trouble in finding a quote-unquote good mate or a good brother, for lack of better terms. So let's get into this. Self-proclaimed future attorney, future author, content creator, entrepreneur, and investor, CJ the King, is getting dragged online after he tweets that he is now the prize. Apparently, the recent law school graduate thinks he reached a new category of manhood because he is, his word, not ours, a black male professional who is single, heterosexual, young, has 2 degrees, no criminal record, no baby mama drama. And no, really, he actually tweeted this nonsense. This is from one website. And as I go up, and he posted here, same thing. I'm the prize. And it says here, moving forward, prior to the arrogance, he wrote on IG, Instagram, black women don't want to deal with a black man who's gay, down low, which is bullshit, has baby mama issues. That's neither here or there. That's questionable. and has a felony conviction record in jail. And I know some women have dealt with some dudes that have done time in the pen, which collectively is a large percentage of our race, unfortunately. As statistically, 37% of black men are in jail, while one-third of black men have some form of criminal record. TJ added, with the mass criteria that black women don't want in when dating a black man, they have essentially drastically limit the dating pool of viable black men that majority of black women are currently after, which means everyone doesn't get picked, and statistically 7% of black women go unmarried. You see where I'm going here? You tell me, who's the real prize? And we scroll down. And here's his actual IG tweet. Now that I'm a JD, bar number loading, I'm entering into a new area of black men, and in the area, I'm the prize now. Don't just take my word for it. So, and before you kill me in the comments, let me drop some statistical facts for your ass right quick so you can see my point. Black women outnumber the black men by 2 million. Black women don't want to deal with black men who are gay, down low, has baby mama issues, etc., or has a felony conviction record, jail, which collectively is a large percentage of our race, unfortunately. As statistically, 37% of black men are in jail, while one-third of black men have some form of criminal record. 1 second. Gotta do this. Okay. All right, let me continue. Where am I? Okay. Black women typically don't want to date down, prefer to have a black man that is on the same playing field as her or higher. Well, statistically, only 7% of black men are professionals. Yeah, that's actually accurate. With this massive criteria that black women don't want in when dating a black man, they have essentially drastically limited the dating pool of viable black men that majority of black women are currently after, which means everyone doesn't get picked, and statistically 7% of black women go unmarried. You see where I'm going here? Additionally, black women want their mates to be attractive, have some form of edge, style, to be exciting, and not be a lame, etc. You know, I beg to differ because they will deal with a lame once in their life, possibly. So let's continue on that. I know all that is subjective, but everyone doesn't have these so-called X, when I mean X, like the double X factors, which lowers the number of viable black men even lower. So with me now gaining access into this very small percentage of black men that are young, for the record, I'm under 30, So that makes him roughly age 28 now. And I'm just guessing age because I can't really find the actual number of his age. But if he's under 30, that means he's beyond mid-30s. He's late 20s. With 2 degrees, single and attractive, and heterosexual. Have no criminal record, no baby mamas, dramas, and have some form of high-paying career potential that majority of black women are competent or competing against each other for. You tell me who's the real prize here. And he has exclamation, he has the film, he has the emojis, all that stuff. And he said you could follow, subscribe to him, his brand, and all this stuff, which is nice. Yeah. New content coming after I'm done with this bar exam. Okay. So he has, I'm not sure if he put out any content lately, so he's still on the process, which he probably will. And of this time of reading, and let me refresh, he had like 11K comments. Now, the rumor that I found out that he got now is roughly 20 or almost 16K comments. And I feel like going through each comment. So bear with me as my computer refresh. And as y'all wait, the call number for tonight's show is 712-770-4160. Access code 915-411. I repeat, 712-770-4160. Access code 915-411. And hold on. Let me make sure everything's good. Okay. Let me find this one. Okay, it's back. So let's scroll and see what type of nice little or nasty comments he put. And mind you, last time I checked, they said that he disabled his comment section after his post because he got a lot of negative comments. And not just negative, the comments just got flat out disgusting. It's embarrassing to be part of the black collective, this black community. And he talks so harsh and bad towards their own brother, this young black man. That disrespect is real, brothers and sisters. We always talk about education and that every person, if they could attain a degree and be productive with it, it's excellent. But to sit there to shit on this boy because he say he is young, educated with the 2 degrees, and he is quote-unquote the prize, the whole internet just broke down and said, what? You said what? You're the what? You're the prize? You see the brothers shitting on him, which I was very surprised in itself that the young black males or older black, whatever age the black males, talking shit about him like he ain't shit. And then you find some of the women egregiously talking even more cash shit. It's the point where they call him a homosexual, you're gay. I know one chick, and I was listening good on these outlets. I'm not going to name the channel. Some of these women, some American and some from the island, one chick, I think she's from Jamaica. She said dealing with those type of men are arrogant, and she has to go as even far as if her man goes out of town or he goes to sleep, she go as far as to check his drawer, see if he has any stains. Because he could be possibly the ones that's getting screwing his ass. I tell you, the disrespect is real, brothers. Even one other woman talk about how he knows that them type of men are very much on the down low. It goes back to the Ken when a man is accomplished, it's always the most lowest type of verbal assault you go is to tell that he is a homo, he's a faggot, he's some of these things. And to me that, I have my eyebrows raised that if you can't say nothing decent and then you want to attack a man's masculinity, really? all your time say you're homosexual, you're vague, you're gay, all this stuff. Anyway, so now, as I'm looking down, and I'm hoping that they share all of it or a good portion so I can read. Now I might have to go to a different link to find more. One person, and I'm gonna say these people's names because it shows the lack of disrespect of the young brother's accomplishment. One, I think it's a woman, Jason One Piece fan. Being heterosexual is an accomplishment with a question mark. And you see them use a TMZ video of them laughing. Same thing. And underneath, one person say, Noisy says, bragging about not being a criminal and being straight, getting an education is to better his life. And now having kids out of wedlock, the bar is extremely low. And somebody's laughing, crying out loud emojis on this one. And there's more people talking about this, but let me keep going down. The next little comment in his section by the person named Suicide Ish or Lish. You can't be ugly inside and outside. Pick a struggle, bro. That's another comment. Wait, hold on. Let me check it right here. Okay. I don't know what that was. Next person. And this one has a little funny emoji avatar. I don't know if this person is a woman or a male. I don't know. But this person posts, this man, while writing this, he's wearing a clown suit in the office. We go further down. A person named Dr. Whoever. Pure Fifth Energy. Okay. I don't know if that's a good one or bad thing. We go further down. Woman named Poetic. She using the Poetic Justice scene by Janet Jackson, stating, boy, go to hell and take them degrees with you. Laughing out loud. Crying emoji. We go further down. Another female posts called Love Me For Me. She posts, you want a cookie for this? You deserve a cookie? Next person. Another woman puts, her name's Ariel Exotica. I'm not sure if she look cute or fat. Who knows who this chick is. White woman, we got a prize for you to take off our hands. So she doesn't mind that this dude swirls. Interesting. Going down. Shania Hugh Young Day, another female that posts, and she states, being heterosexual is a flex? Question marks. Next, I think it's a female. This avatar looks small. She states, that ego is screaming. Next person. This dude look like he's white. He go by the name Mike. Nigga with the slapping your forehead, crying emoji. I am a straight male and I am trying to figure out what the hell does gay or not gay have to do with anything. He's using the cry emojis. Moving on. Big Bay. Please marry a white woman. Oh, shit. Oh, God. You can't make this stuff up. For real, man. I said, damn. The hate is real. He goes as far as saying, please marry a white woman. I don't know, man. It's not a good for us. This is with these posts. And I'm not sure what the age range of a lot of these women. And, let's say they're over the age of, let's say, 25. You get older women talking crap, cash shit about this dude, and they in their mid to late 30s. I don't know. I just don't know. But let's keep going. Wait, hold on. I heard something. Let me see what's going on here. Let me check what's going on my phone. 1 second, people. I'll look at my board. All right. If I'm checking. Okay. I'm good. All right, let me continue. There's some tweets. All right, so let me click on to in-depth of these tweets. Oh, there's comment sections. So let me read these comment sections underneath this whole article. One by Miss JC81. So I believe this woman is about to be 39 this year. This is the main problem in the black community. Unfortunately, people find it insulting when another black person has accomplished something, but they have not. They're trying to find a reason why that black person is self-loathing or a self-out, whatever term they are using today. You think Hispanic put another Hispanic down because they brag about getting a degree and bettering themselves? No. You think Asians or Caucasians down one another for the same reason? Nope. There too. Yet another reason black people stay in a vicious cycle of love and hate relationship amongst each other. And I'll go further, Miss J. This is the reason why enough of our young black males, on the average, I say on the average, once they get to a certain level, and let's say they reach the 7%, being a doctor, lawyer, etc., right? On the average, most of them don't, now with the community we are, don't stay in the community long. Hell, some of them go as far as will date out. And that right now, the percentage of that is roughly, last time I checked, almost 31 or 32%. I could be wrong. Please correct me, please, if I'm posting this percent number from what I'm hearing lately. But this is one of the main reasons. And because of that reason, I don't blame most young dudes that they don't stay around the community and try to build something. Because you come in, if you are been shitted on before you're even hot, you're going to get even more shitted on now when you get hot. Makes no difference. That's how I see it. The next question, Tenny. He's more boastful than a male peacock. I'm tired of people bragging about things we are supposed to do in life. My gosh. That's why I don't have social media. A whole bunch of lost souls saying and doing something. I don't even think people get a degree anymore because they want to better their lives. They do it to show off, particularly. And that might be to a small percent the case, but not everything. Once we get a degree, it's probably get a career or something out of their field. Or a job, one or the other. And then it looked like a retweet post. Huh? Depending on the degree you attain, who is going to school full-time for 4 years to just show off? A medical, law, chemist degree, etc. And this is Miss MJ, or Miss JC81 replying back to Miss Tammy. And she has not responded. I wonder why. Let's go down. Blindness. Unpopular opinions. His post doesn't anger me like it clearly does to the rest. Yeah, he is full of himself, but the backlash is just not that serious. The fact that people went out of their way to belittle and patronize him, saying more about them than him to me. He spoke fact. Let the black man be happy for not being a statistic. A statistic. A statistic. You hear that? A statistic. Why would anyone, include your fellow black people, try to diminish, let alone ridicule that? It's giving crabs in a barrel vibes. If someone is patting themselves on the back for their accomplishment anger you. Again, it says more about you than it does them. Your insecurities are shown. He wasn't bashing anyone. He wasn't shaming anyone. All he did was toot his own horn and come with facts. The nerve he struck are your own. That's on y'all. They do the same. The truth hurts. This is true. And one person, Miss JC81, replies back, I 100% agree. Her spoke facts, and yes, I know too many, the truth hurts. Where did he tell a lie? Unfortunately, many black men are incarcerated or dead, and many black men are proud baby mamas with multiple babies, daddies. I, for one, am proud of the young man. I also thought many of the people who talk bad about this man are just jealous. Simply as that, no one should be mad that another person, especially our own people, is trying to better self or better himself. And the next comment by the same person, Ms. 81, I actually understand where this young man is coming from. He sounds arrogant, but he means well. I understand being young and black with an education and not having drama in your life. I think that when minorities reach a certain status in life, they may have to look outside their race for a relationship. I know this sounds like BS, but check it out. The reactions of, I bet the black people comment about this young man post, black people are mad at this man because he is proud he is not a statistic. I applaud this man. I hope he finds everything in life that makes him happy. He deserves it. Okay? AKA comment says, it wouldn't have been hard to express that pride without putting down black women or other black people in general or the homophobe, though. And here's Miss 81's response to Miss AK. It's unfortunate you take someone's words of happiness and turn it into a pity party for black people. And homosexual, the man is happy to be an educated black man who didn't or who did not end up in jail, dead or gay. I don't see what all the anger is about, except to be jealousy of his success. Corinne, she comments, black people are replying. He addressed us black women. He did not mention another race. Mm-hmm. And then Miss 81 responds, yo, she's about to get in there. Yo, she's the only person that's fighting back for the young brother. Well, all these other harlots, these Jezebels, and hell, they could probably stop for all we know making these comments in it. She replies saying, I was not offended by anything he posts. I'm happy for him and wish him all the success. I am also black. It appears him speaking the truth upsets many black people on the blog. Going down. And there's more comments, but I'm gonna read a few more comments on this. Karen says, well, first, he is unprofessional. 2, he obviously felt worthless without those piece of paper, or he feels worthless without that piece of paper. And 3, stay single until you learn who the real prize. Things you should have learned in kindergarten. Oh, boy. I don't know, man. I feel sorry for our sisters in the 21st century. The times really have changed, and they're not really up on the time at all. It makes me wonder if these women have, if they have boys, sons, how much they're more abuse their sons. Now think about how they're really attacking this young brother. Black man, if you are a respectful black man that has his mind right and got some going for himself and got your stuff together, if you're gonna procreate and you're dealing with an ungrateful bitch, please, by all means, get custody of your sons or daughters, whoever. That's my only pretty close solution. I don't care about the excuse that you're afraid to confront that system, that European man in the sister court system. You need to do this because what's going to happen, you already see a perpetual cycle amongst our community. What happens when you leave your children in the custody of these women or being raised by them? You're not going to see no growth, no progress, nothing like that. The only thing you're going to see move forward besides the policy that's already put in place to keep us 6 feet under financially and resource-wise in this country, she's not going to do you any service if she has raised your children, especially your sons, by herself. I hope you get what I'm saying. You have a better shot as a brother. And I know most of y'all don't want to take custody of your children because you don't feel like you should step up, be a parent. But for the sake of this race moving forward, if you care, and I know there's going to be a small pool of black men that's going to care about his children, you're going to have to do this if you want to see the future of your children doing well and doing what they have to do so that they come out this world straight, functioning, and productive as regular citizens of this nation or any nation outside America. Now, Debbie says, I agree with you. I have no problem that he is very successful. I say great job to all his sets. But it is also very clear in his writing that this is something he has struggled with. He brought up other shortcomings, which were not necessary. We know the statistics. They are not new to us. He could have spoken of the fact that it is very hard for a black individual to make it where he is or has made it. He could talk about all the hard work that he has put in being where he is right now. He could express how hard he works so that one day when he finally meets the woman that he's going to love, she understands how hard he works. For her, he couldn't take many approaches. Hell, he could have been a voice to everybody who is struggling to come up. But instead, he chose to boast about himself. He lets all black women know, honestly, how small as a person he really is. He could have used his platform to do good. Instead, he really made himself look very unattractive. If I were to go off of the post, he would be the last person on earth I would ever consider as a mate. He almost made it seem as if he needs to have status and money to be with black women, when in fact that is not the case at all. He can have whoever or whatever name he wants to have. That doesn't mean he will deserve whoever he after. He still has to learn to earn that woman, and if you have it or have is to learn to love himself, he ain't getting her. And let me see if I can load the comments. And matter of fact, I'm gonna see if Evan, as she responds. I guess she tapped out now. She didn't respond to this one. Let me see. Oh, and that's it. So let me finish reading these last few comments, and that's it. What time is it? And I'm probably at the caller. This is from Nia. Imagine going to law school for a number of years, graduating, and dedicating your whole multi-paragraph graduation post to black women who are minding their business and how they have to choose you now. Last my ask, the men are moving sad. But what's new? MM82 says, He didn't lie. What's the problem? And he's correct. Most women prefer a heterosexual man at this time. It appears to be a lot of D and bisexual men available. He is in the top tier of black men. People are just upset because he stated it. Graduating doesn't put him in the top tier. He can't pass the bar. Oh. That's by Get Help. And last comment, Michael Davis. Michael Davies. It is the same old divide and conquer brainwash, religious psychology, blah, 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 blah. Law school appeared to have succeeded in thoroughly indoctrinate him to serve the interests of white supremacy as an apologetically African man born in America. So fight to the end our oppression. My prayers is that this young black male experience a miraculous conversion, and may he use the piece of paper he has earned from the system to fight for our very survival, set the capital or the captives free. Bob Marley. That was some weak ass garbage. Majority of most people in America that get these degrees, on the average, work for someone else. Work for other corporate interests, mostly run by European, non-black people. So they say that he's getting us to work for white supremacy. You have to put that same two fingers on pretty much anybody that gets a degree in the universities that we don't create or control or what we are funding and making our own corporations under. You get this degree, you work for somebody else. That's the bottom line.
And now the reaction from one woman of CJ King's IG post.
Mrs. G. Baldwin, because he has a
Go ahead.
The only problem that let me lower my hand. First of all, I want to say a good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yes. My biggest thing with this brother is that, first of all, the comment that he made is regarding the criminal background. It was, I personally thought that was just stupid, because for me, I feel like black men. I have a 20-year-old nephew who, this incidences where he's saying he's being pulled over and a police officer searching his bag. I mean, at any point in time, a black man can have a criminal background, or you say criminal background or some kind of record, and it has nothing to do with anything he really did. So I don't know why he made that point. To me, I feel like it was, kind of like a dig. But, at the same time, he's a part of a Black Greek fraternity. So sometimes they're kind of, they don't mind, excuse my French, shitting on men who are not a part of Greek fraternities. They don't mind doing that. They don't mind making a man feel like you're on the outside. But another problem, too, with him, is, I'm just going to be honest with you, he actually legitimately would be an educated black woman's nightmare. And I'm going to be honest with you. He would be an educated black woman's nightmare. Because this is the type of man that when you're out with him, listen, the accomplishments don't move me in any type of way, because I think in this country, all black people should have some kind of skills and have something to bring to the table. It doesn't have to be a JD. It could be that you know how to, use plumbing or whatever it is that you know how to do. But go ahead and be the best at that, okay? But the reason why I say he'd be a black woman's nightmare is a woman wants to know that when she comes around, the man is looking at her and looking at her and saying, okay, I see you put that extra time in that thing for me. Oh, okay. Oh, I told you I like pink. I see you wearing pink. I told you I like your hair in that fro. I see you took that shit out your hair and put that fro on. I like you got that fro going. You want to know. This is the thing that I guess I'm very old fashioned. These are kind of things that I think, should be between a man and a woman. When I see a gentleman like this with the eyebrows arched and the blonde hair, but I'm old school. For me, this would be a type of man this would be a nightmare. Literally. You'd be out with this man and he'd be in the mirror taking a long time to get dressed. He's putting grease on his legs to get the pants on. I don't know how a man can get pants on that tight. I don't. The tight pants. I don't know how, and I don't even know why a man would wear something that tight because it literally interferes with your package if you have one. I don't know if the man what's going on there or not. And see, I hate to say these things because it seems as if there's an attack on him as some kind of measurement of if he's masculine or not, and what makes a man masculine. And it is really not that. I think if you're with a circle of people who are educated and driven and motivated, how is that a conversation? It's like you out here going to school, I'm out here going to school. Yeah, we can celebrate, but it's almost like if you raise the standard of people you're around, you wouldn't have to even point that out.
Well, the thing is, how we define masculinity seems to change per racial group. So in this picture right here, had this been a black male, he would just be considered a lame by their standards. But because he's white, he's to be appreciated. We don't know how to really measure manhood and masculinity in the black community. Really don't know how. We don't have a fixed measure for it. I mean, the measure that we use currently is really based on malformed stereotypes that don't really amount to anything for a lot of men. So regardless if he has his eyebrows arched or his his skinny jeans or slim fit, whatever it is, that is besides the point because he can change all that.
But Mike, that's not. But Mike, respectfully, that is not what he said on his regarding to his post. Regarding to what he posted, he was saying that he would be a prize for a black woman. And I don't only speak. He said so many things that anybody could speak on any one of the things. But it was that statement right there when he's saying that he's a prize for. Like I said, he would be an educated black woman's nightmare because you would want to talk to him and have a conversation, an intelligent conversation. But literally, you'd be thinking to yourself, I think this goes the other way as well. If you're engaged with a young lady, entertaining a young lady, I'm sure any one of you brothers would have a problem entertaining a young lady. Then she turn around and do some hood ratchet shit. You like, damn, why do you have to be so ratchet? That's the problem that bothers me. It's not him celebrating. I think he is a prize. Why? Because I think for him to accomplish what he accomplished is something that would have to take a lot of dedication. It would have to take a lot of focus. But again, like somebody else, and I think it was Complex Design that pointed out, like, Dr. Amos Wilson would probably, agree with this too. Is he doing this for black people? Or is this na? Or, I mean, did you go to school and are you going to benefit the community?
But what about this? What about this right here?
You see, you're talking to the wrong person. Because to me personally, those pink bodies and those like Tommy, like that skin that they have, I don't. It glows in the dark. Do you understand? They're not attractive to me. I don't think they are more attractive than a black.
I'm not saying to you. I'm saying to to the opposition. They're okay with this. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
If he was black, the rules would be changed immediately.
But that's the type of woman, Mike.
Huh?
There's a type of woman. You see how he's there with his eyebrows, right? The hair is up top. But do you see her sitting there, look like she got some little identity crisis going on with her hair weave there?
I thought that was her natural hair. So
it's not. So I understand that maybe the Pookie and the Ray Ray stereotypes have their, I guess someone got to defend it. Somebody got to speak up for the brothers who are not Pookie and Ray Ray. And maybe that's what this brother was doing. If he would have just, I don't know, I just graduated, I'm the prize, and done. Fine. He wrote a long-ass paragraph that screwed his own goddamn self. This has very little to do simply with him just graduating. All of that stuff that he wrote, all of his
he didn't screw himself. He screwed you. He didn't screw himself. He screwed you.
He debunked all
Don't
the talking
forget
points
that.
that women use
Sweetheart.
to
He
trash
himself.
black men.
He
Sweetheart,
screwed
no.
you.
He,
That's
no,
what he did.
he didn't screw me.
That's
sweetheart.
exactly
Hold on. Let her finish. Let her
Okay.
finish.
I ain't talking about 2%. I'm not talking about
Let
2%.
her finish. Let her finish.
I'm talking about the collective view.
I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know that the way he came across, this has very little. I'm respectfully representing black women who are educated, who are attracted to heterosexual black men. That's what I'm speaking for.
Well,
I'm not speaking for black women.
That's a
I'm not speaking for black women who are attracted. Excuse me, I am not speaking for
Guys, you gotta let her talk. Please let
I
her
am
talk.
not speaking for black women who are.
Mike, mute everybody except for her, please.
Check it out. We're gonna have cordial discourse.
Thank you.
I don't know who that was yelling in the background, bro. Not here, all right?
Let me just say this: I am not speaking for black women who are attracted to homosexual men. There are black women who are attracted to that type, and I hate to say this because it becomes I'm just letting you know. Based on
sister, you were bargaining.
everything he said in that post.
You were bargaining. Can you repeat what you just said?
Sorry. So I said everything that he had said there in that post. Everything that he had said there it would be one thing if he just said I cracked my JB and here's me doing my thing, whatever. Yeah, haters gonna hate. Sure. But with everything that he said, it's like, okay, yeah, women, you want me, you want me. And like I said, I go back to he would be a black woman, educated black woman's nightmare, because this would be a person say to yourself, oh, damn, I really think the brother got, whatever, but he got all this other stuff going on with him. And the thing about it is, yes, no one's perfect, but when you say that you are a prize, you know what? There's a saying they have in Jamaica that says, the higher the monkey climb, the more you can see. If he didn't put himself up there and say the thing that he was saying there, no one would have anything to say, you know what, this guy, do your thing. You go up there and say that you're a prize. A prize maybe to a man who's on the borderline, who's maybe interested in you, because he specifically was talking about him being not just a prize, him being a prize to a black woman. So therefore, any black woman can look and say, nah, bruh, you ain't my type. I don't go down like that. Me, you can't be at the nail salon together, brother. We cannot be getting our eyebrows arched together, brother. Oh no, when I put on my heels, you cannot put on heels too. There's no JD that's going to make me ignore the fact that you up in a race with me. Nah, bro, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, because guess what? You're going to take your pretty ass right there and open up that trunk, okay? Just like if I decide I want to go ahead and have some long-ass thing, I better go back in that kitchen and still be able to cook. I better go be able to clean. I better be able to do my part. That's why I said he is a black woman, an educated black woman like me. Because this is a man that after he's done, after you acknowledge his accomplishment, you would have to literally sit back and look back and he up to some other shit. Every Friday night, I'd be worried about where the hell he's going. I would have to smell his underwear every single night. Because not for no other reason, because I think that he likes something inside of his butthole. And that's just, I'm being honest. Because not for no other reason, because I think that he likes something inside of his butthole. And because not for no other reason, because I think that he likes something inside of his butthole. And because not for no other reason, because I think that he likes something inside of his butthole. And I'm being honest.
Yo, you gotta cut that off. No.
That's the reaction from one woman when she reads CJ King's post. Well, continue on to the show.
All right. Well, as I wait for the call back, official call, the call number for tonight's show is 712-770-4160. Access code 915-411#. I repeat, 712-770-4160. Access code 915-411#. Tonight's subject, Chaos Reign presents The Man is the Prize, Part 2, The CJ King Effect. Okay. Let's see what's in the comment section. Okay. I'm looking at the comments now. He shames his parents. Okay. I appreciate him for that. He usually mutes me. Okay. Okay. I'm looking at the comments. I don't know. Maybe that guy's not behaving in the comments or something. I'm looking at, good. Okay. Oh, Charles in the comment section. What's good, Charles? Woo. Okay. Okay. Did anybody catch the comment section of it, or y'all were just listening? Give me feedback. You can press 1 or 2. 1 yes, 2 no. Okay. As I wait, I'll probably. Okay. I'm gonna read this. Start from the beginning. And matter of fact, as I'm looking for this, let me see if I can find the lady from Man of War post on CG King. I'm gonna give you out special. All right, I found her, and let me see when she posted this. I should find his post here as well. All right, so I'm gonna have to be specific in my search engine. Okay, so. Well, I don't really see no arc from this woman, so I'll have to start from the stepping in the beginning. Checking the board. Okay. And like always, this is Talk with Solutions. So from the beginning, let's begin. As you know, his IG post is catching buzz. And it states here, the post by Casesos.com, I think that's what it is. I think it's an article or news outlet, digital print, from Atlanta. I think it's Casas. I think that's how I pronounce it. And it shows here the title of it by Team Casas. And this was written the 5th of the 1st, 2020. No lie detect. Twitter fires law school graduate who went too far and celebrating post. And he presents CJ King. And it states here, the internet always wins. Self-proclaimed future attorney, future author, content creator, entrepreneur, and investor, CJ King is getting dragged online after he tweets that he is now the prize. Apparently, the recent law school graduate thinks he reached a new category of manhood because he is, his words, not ours, a black male profession who is single, heterosexual, young, has 2 degrees, no criminal record, and no baby mama drama. He really is actually tweeting this nonsense. And like I said from earlier, the tweet even shows his background, that he is under 30 with 2 degrees, young, single, no criminal record, no baby mama dramas, and heterosexual. And he quote labeled himself, he is the prize now. Prior to the arrogance, he wrote on Instagram, black women don't want to deal with a black man who gay, download, has baby mama issues, or has a felony conviction, records in jail, which collectively is a large percent of our race, unfortunately. And statistically, 37% of black men are in jail, while 1/3 of black men have some form of criminal record. CJ added with this massive criteria that black women don't want, and when he's dating a black man, they have essentially drastically limit the dating pool of viable black men that majority of black women are currently after, which means everyone doesn't get picked, and statistically 7% of black women get unmarried. You see where I'm going here? You tell me who's the real prize. Further down. Let me do this. Come on, these. And here, right here, is the actual post. Now that I'm JD up, bar number loaded, I'm entering into a new area of black men. And this area, I'm the prize now. Don't just take my word for it. Though, and before you kill me, in the comments, at the end of this post, let me drop some stats for your ass right quick so you can see my point. Black women outnumber black men by 2 million. Black women don't want to deal with black men who are gay, down low, etc., has baby mama issues, or has a felony conviction record in jail, which collectively is the large percentage of our race. Unfortunately, as statistically, 37% of black men are in jail, while one third of black men have some form of criminal record. Black women typically don't want to date down and prefer to have a black man that is on the same playing field as her. Higher, well, statistically, only 7% of black men are professionally. With this a massive criteria, the black women don't want in when dating a black man. They have essentially drastically limit the dating pool of viable black men that majority of black women are currently after, which means everyone doesn't get picked, and statistically 70% of black women go unmarried. You see where I'm going here? Question marks. Additionally, black women want their mates to be attractive, have some form of edge, I think that's what they call swag, to be exciting and not be what we call quote-unquote lame, etc. I know all that is subjective, but everyone doesn't have these so-called X factors, which lowers the number of viable black men even lower. So with me now gaining access into this very small percentage of black men that are young, for the record, I'm under 30 with 2 degrees, single and attractive and heterosexual, have no criminal record, no baby mama drama, and have some form of high-paying career potential. The majority of black women are competent against each other. For you tell me who the real prize here. And, always you must subscribe to CJ Brand, etc. Like, share with friends. Click the link, bio, and more content. New content coming after this exam is final. And he has all his label brands here, which, maybe should I put some in the bottom to check out. Should I? Yeah, why not? Let me highlight some of this bad boy. Let me see if it'll allow me. Oh, damn. I can't. Oh, what the hell? No, that's not good. Okay. Anybody's in the... Oh, yeah, the call number for tonight's show is 712-770-4160, access code 915-411-pound. I repeat, 712-770-4160, access code 915-411-pound. Tonight's subject, Chaos Reign presents The Man is the Prize, Part 2. This is the CJ King effect. All right. Let me see. Okay. No one has pressed star 61 yet, so I'm going to go through the comment section of this. And this isn't the first time he puts his arrogance out there for the world to see. Ladies, you got to sell us on your dreams just like we selling you on ours too. I'm only going to buy into one woman stream, so who it's going to be? He tweeted this in April. Okay. I mean, he's confident too, so I cannot not the hustle, man. You know how they said. All right. Okay. What else is up here? Soleil's, tell me who's lucky. Oh, and he posted another tweet. Soleil's, tell us which one of you lucky women is it going to be? Ha ha. Anyway, this week Twitter follows decided that they had time to go in on the young bro. Highly misguided bachelor who's guessing will remain single for a very, very, very long time. Just find slander below. Or, outlandish comments. And the comments again, for those that did not catch this earlier, I'll go for it one more time. One particular person put an emoji, video title, and comment, being heterosexual is an accomplishment. And I'm not sure if this thing will play. Let me see if this will play. No, it does not. Okay. Moving on. The next person, which I think is a female or male, bragging about not being a criminal and being straight, getting an education to be better in his life, and not having kids out of wedlock. The bar is extremely low, and this person used crying emojis. The next person, suicide-ish, or lish. You can't be ugly inside and outside. Pick a struggle, bro. That's the third comment. Fourth comment. I'm not sure if this person looked like they came from Panama or Dominican Republic, and they got a rainbow. You see, this is one thing I don't understand. How the hell you are a person that is so-called Latino, either Afro or whatever, and you got a gay flag? You got to pick a struggle with that. I don't know what that is. This person posts, this man, while writing this, having a clown suit picture. Next person, pure fifth energy. That was the fifth comment. Sixth comment by Poetica. Boy, go to hell and take them degrees with you. A crying emoji. Seventh comment. Love me for me. She posts. You want a cookie for that? Next post. Ariel Exotica. White woman, we got a prize for you to take off our hands. Advocating for interracialism or interspecies sex or procreation. This woman posted, and I think she's a sister. Yeah, she looked like it. The next comment by Cheyenne, something Young Day. Being heterosexual is a flex with this, I guess, Latin chick with her boobs out. Very exotica. Next comment, the 10th comment. A person posts, that ego is screaming. Okay. 11th comment, the 11th comment by Mike. Nigga, I'm a straight male, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell does gay and not gay has to do with anything. Crying emojis. Next is the 12th comment. Please marry a white woman by Big Bay. This is a woman. And before I read back these deeper comments for y'all, if y'all caught this late, I'm going to probably, hold on. All right. What time? Should I give her a call one more time? No, I shouldn't. Yeah, let me call her one more time. See if she'll pick up. All right. Brace yourself, people. All right, people. I'll open the first line that came on. Caller 443. I'll open your line. Who's this? Caller 443. Okay. I'll wait. Now for the comment section of this. Let's check. And it states here, one comment, and mind you, this comment was done 6 days ago, because this is the 1st of May. And one by Miss JC81. This is the main problem in the black community. Unfortunately, people find it insulting when another black person has accomplished something, but they have not. They try and find a reason why that black person is self-loathing or self-out, whatever terms they are using today. You think Hispanics put another Hispanic down because they brag about getting a degree or bettering themselves? No. You think Asians or Caucasians down one another for the same reason? Nope. There too. Yet another reason black people stay in the vicious cycle of love and hate relationship amongst each other. Tanny states in our comment, he's more boastful than a male peacock. I'm tired of people bragging about things we are supposed to do in life. My gosh, that's why I don't have social media. The whole bunch of lost souls saying and doing something, I don't even think people get a degree anymore because they want to better their lives. They do it to show off. Shaking my head. And MS or Miss JC81 replies back, huh? Depending on the degree you attain, who is going to school full-time for 4 years to just show off a medical, law, chemistry degree, etc.? Lioness comments, unpopular opinions. His post doesn't anger me like it clearly does to the rest of y'all. He's full of himself, but the backlash is just not that serious. The fact that people went out of their way to belittle and patronize him, saying more about them and then him to me. He spoke back, let the black man be happy for not being a statistic. Why would anyone include your fellow black people trying to diminish, let alone ridicule that? It's a given crab in the barrel vibe. It's more than a crab in the barrel vibe. It is a crab in the barrel mentality. And we all know once you have that mentality, you just want to sit there, just grab that nigga and just drag him down. Come back down. Get back down here. That's what it is. If someone is patting themselves on the back for their accomplishments angers you, again, it says more about you than it does them. Your insecurities are showing he wasn't bashing anyone. He wasn't shaming anyone. He did not was not toot his own horn and come with facts. The nerve he struck are your own. That's on y'all. They'll do say truth hurts, or the truth really does hurt. MCJ81 states, she replies back, 100% agree with you, or agree. Her spoken facts, and yes, I know, too many, the truth hurts. Where did he tell a lie? Unfortunately, many black men are incarcerated or dead, and many black women are proud baby mamas with multiple babies, daddies. I'm, for one, am proud of the young man. I also thought many of the people talk bad about his man are just jealous, simply as that no one should be mad that another person, especially our own people, is trying to better themselves. Going down. I actually understand where this young man is coming from. He sounds arrogant, but he means well. I understand being young and black with a education and not having a drama in your life. I think that when minorities reach a certain status in life, they may have to look outside their race for a relationship. I know this sounds like BS, but check out the reactions of, I bet, the black people commenting about this young man post. Black people are mad at this man because he is proud. He is not a statistic. I applaud this man and hope he finds everything in life that makes him happy. He deserves it. I mean, we all hoping for the best. AK comments, it wouldn't have been hard to express that pride without putting down black women or other black people in general or the homophobic thought. And Miss JC had to reply to Miss AK. It's unfortunate you take someone's words of happiness and turn it into a pity party for black people and homosexuals. The man is happy to be educated black who did not end up in jail, dead, or gay, etc. I don't see what all the anger is about, except to be jealous of his success. Kareem comments, black people are replying. He addressed us black women. He did not mention another race. Miss JC81 replies back, I was not offended by anything he posts. I'm happy for him and wish him all the success. I'm also black. It appears him speaking the truth upsets many black people on the block. And not only upsets a lot of black people, it really upsets black women, to be honest with you. And I think the real cause of the upset of all this is when we hear even this notion that I am the prize, you're the prize, all this stuff, it gets into people's skin. And if you look at the pool of, I guess, black men, it's getting very much thinner and thinner. And I'll repeat this again. Because of how we're grooming our boys in the 21st century, not just the last century, but going on to this century, the future very looks dim right now, and the up-and-coming males that's going to be men. Now, mind you, I just heard from other content creators, and hell, I could say even podcasts as well. Not many, but just enough. How they mention in school now, how the young black girls are not getting that attention from the boys. Now, whether this is true or not, my biggest issue of that alone is why is young girls trying to seek attention to boys in school? And this is not high school, Mike. This is not high school. This is like middle school, elementary school. And it makes me think that as a child, you're there just to go to school, do your reading, your writing, arithmetic, math, and all that stuff. You do not go to school to seek attention to boys. Just me hearing that alone, just that alone, it makes you question, what are these kids doing at home? So why are you as a young girl and a mother going out your way to hit up the school to even rumor, and this is rumor, 'cause I don't think this is really true, but let's say that the argument this is out there circulating that this is a fact and it's going on right now in certain cities in America. Certain schools where black boys and black girls are congregating in one classroom, that I'm hearing rumor that mothers are trying to sit there and get boys suspended because they're not giving their daughters attention. And I find that to be a little biased and full of shit. But like I said before, if that is true, and I'm hoping this is not true, we're in trouble. We're in goddamn trouble. Because if you're not in school as young children or young little adolescent teenagers, and you're not there just to learn your basics, but you're there just to get attention or eventually hook up, I find it problematic. There's too much touching in the black community from the boys and the girls, and what it's leading to is that they're seeking more validation, either in a sexual manner or whatever, from the opposite sex. And I know most people that's listening or have daughters, they know damn well they can't come bring that bullshit to you as a parent, that you don't like going to school because you're not getting attention to boys. I'd be damned if any child of mine tells me that nonsense, especially if she's not over the age of 18. I would say, girl, what? You did not go to school. I don't pay my money for you to go to school to get attention from boys. I spend my money for you to get your basics. Boys will come in time. But you should not be that should not be a focus. Anytime me as a man hearing that I know for a fact that these girls are getting sexually touched. But that's another story, and we're not going to that. So let me finish reading these comments. Karen, well, okay. Ooh. Oh, what's up? Oh, damn. What's good? Let me finish reading these comments and speak.
All right.
All right. Now, Karen writes a comment. Well, number one, he is unprofessional. 2, he's obviously felt worthless without, or he feels worthless without those 2 pieces of paper. 3, stay single until you learn who the real prize, and things you should have learned in kindergarten. And let me see one more. There's 2 more comments. Now I'm going to let you speak, Charles. Debbie, I agree with you. I have no problem that he is very successful. I say great job to all his success. But it is also very clear in his writing that this is something he has struggled with. He brought up other shortcomings which were not necessary. He knows the statistics. They are not new to us. He could have spoken on the fact that it is very hard for a black individual to make it where he has made it. He could have talked about all the hard work that he has put into being where he is right now. He could have expressed how hard he works so that one day when he finally meets that woman that he's going to love, she understands how hard he works for her. He could have taken many approaches. He could have been a voice to everybody who struggles or who is struggling to come up. But instead, he chooses to boast about himself. He lets all black women know, honestly, how small as a person he really is. He couldn't use this platform to do good. Instead, he really made himself look very unattractive. If I were to go off on a post, he would be the last person on earth I would ever consider as a mate. He almost made it seem as if he needs to have status and money to be with a black woman, when in fact that is not the case at all. He can have whatever name he wants to have. That doesn't mean he will deserve whoever he after. He still has to learn to earn that woman, and if you have it, or I should say, and if you have, is it you learn to love himself? He ain't getting her. And how many more comments left? Oh damn! I remember I refreshed it. Nia, imagine going to law school for a number of years, graduating, and dedicating your whole multiple multiple paragraph graduation post to black women who are minding their business and how they have to choose you now. Laugh my ass off. The men are moving sad, but what's new? MMB or MMA2 comments. He didn't lie. What's the problem? And he's correct. Most women prefer a heterosexual man at this point. It appears to be a lot of these bisexual men available. I think she's saying dykes. That's what DEI means. He is the top of the tier of black men. People are just upset because he's stating it. Get help comments. Graduating doesn't put him in the top tier. He can't pass the bar. That's a big exclamation point. Michael Davey, the last comment. It's the same old divide and conquer, brainwash, village, etc. Has succeeded in thoroughly indoctrinating him to serve the interests of white supremacy. As an unapologetically African man born in America, so fighting to end our oppression. My prayers is that this young black male experience a miraculous conversion, and may he use the piece of paper he has earned from the system fight for our very survival, set the captive free by mine. And that's it. And I can't really get into the deeper comments because he, put that on. I guess he shut that off. So I'm not sure how I can get to it. But anyway, what's your thought, Charles Faulkner?
You know me. I always like to debunk stupid-ass comments.
Mm-hmm.
How can you get a fucking JD, which is the equivalent of a PhD, and not be considered top tier? Who teach these people?
Mm-hmm.
Like who teach these people? That is like moronic, okay? Like, that's just a bunch of hating-ass people. The hate is real, man. The hate is real. Hate.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? What did he say bad about black women? What did he say? I checked off all the stuff they said they wanted in a man. Now, do you add up to what you say you want? A lot of them don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A degree does not make anyone top tier. Depends on the degree. If it's law, hell yeah. Especially if it's a PhD or a JD. Makes you top tier because, number one, yep, MJ, here we go, Officer Charles Faulkner, you damn Skippy. Yeah, well, you don't have a lot of brothers with fucking JDs, so yes, that's top tier.
Yeah.
Especially in a gynocentric black community, you don't have a lot of brothers with that high level degree. So get the fuck out of here with that.
Mm-hmm.
I wish people stop being so fucking contrarian just to be such.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he should be proud, and we should be proud of him. Now, you shout out to Kevin Samuels, but, in the black community, we maximize mediocrity.
Mm-hmm. We loathing it.
You know what? If he was in jail, free my nigga CJ.
Mm-hmm.
How many posts would you see of that? If he got out, it'd be a big-ass party.
Mm-hmm.
You would see a big-ass party if he got out.
Mm-hmm.
But here, when you have somebody of that type of potential with a law degree, wait a minute. How many black people are unjustly put in jail or put in circumstances by corporations, and we don't need any more black lawyers? God, man. Black people are their own saboteurs, man. We can always be a good saboteur. I think it's a good look for the man. I mean, great for him. Because if it was a sister saying it, nobody would have shit to say.
The fun thing with some of this that is acting just like the men on this is really it was atrocious to think about, because usually when you bring out the same numbers that everybody else be looking at about us as a people statistically and where we fall or fall short, I mean, you're using the same numbers to validate what you say you really want last time I check. I might hear it sometimes, but when I think about as an entire as a whole, y'all don't want it. I don't want it. I think it comes down to say how much control you really want to have on your man. Like you need a big boy. Yeah.
That's the fact of the matter. You can't control that motherfucker. You can't. He could go to corporate law and make millions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, he's gay and all that shit. I'm pretty sure the same motherfuckers who said it be drooling over his ass in the lounge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But at the same time, you call him gay, but how many times you see some sisters and then one of their best friends is a gay man?
They got a lot of gay friends, to be honest with you.
You know, pick a struggle.
Yeah, I have to pick a struggle.
There it is. It is. You got a guy who had to work his ass off for that high level degree.
Mm-hmm.
If it was black girl magic, we'd be all proud. Nothing said. It's the fact that a black man can't have any pride. A black man can't talk shit with the rest of the world. If he was white, we call him a fucking maverick.
Yeah.
I mean, it just shows you. You'll get a 300-pound, 250-pound black woman, hell, 200-pound black woman,
mm-hmm.
who's only 5'2", thinking that she's supposed to be entitled to a man like that. His potential alone, not even what he makes now, his potential alone outclasses motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have people like Crystal and Carson mad about, well, it's guys like him who keeps other black men down. No, it isn't.
Really?
It's guys like him. It's guys like him who pick black men up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how inspirational he can be to young black men? Because let's face it, a lot of our black men are not coached to go to college. But they're not.
Matter of fact, is let's go further. Well, I'm not really geared to do better when they're boys. And I said this earlier, Charles, and people might have either caught it or not, that
I don't know who these. I don't.
Okay.
I'll go ahead.
You get what you produce. If you're producing unproductive boys, they go eventually have a higher chance to be unproductive males as they get older. Yes, it'd be nice if the man was around or the father. I agree, but things happen for a reason, right? It's in your control or not. What you want to do to make sure your boys come out good, so they don't come out even more fucked up than they are now in this world.
It's called nothing. It's called get it by the fucking skin of your teeth, if you can.
Mm-hmm.
See, the only people who hold up black people right now, I'm sorry, is black men. The black man who gives back. I don't see a whole bunch of rich black women or well-to-do black women hiring black boys.
No, I don't see that nowhere at all. I don't see that. I don't see a bunch of white people saying, "Oh, we need to hire these guys." But yet, if he was playing a goddamn sport, putting a ball to a hoop and running it 100 yards down a field, we wouldn't have shit to say. Mm-hmm.
That's why I said we maximize mediocrity. Oh, he's arrogant. Why can't a black man be arrogant? We literally carried this fucking country on our fucking back. Be arrogant. And how the fuck, please, somebody explain to me, how does not having a degree of that high at that level is not top tier?
Mhm.
How is it? Well, that ain't top tier. But yet, these are the same motherfuckers who don't even have pictures on their fucking YouTube fucking profile, complaining about how another motherfucker looks, how a motherfucker degree don't even have shit going for themselves, man. See, that's how you know it's hate. Because real men congratulate. Real men will look them in the eye and say, "You did well, son. You made us look great."
Mhm.
But because you got a bunch of hating bitches, and I bet you most of the chicks who fucking don't like them look like, look like the cuckoos. God damn.
Mhm.
And I'm actually proud of the sisters and the brothers that actually big up them. Because
Yeah.
that's what the fucking community needs.
Mhm.
You need beacons of light instead of the status quo. Like, a lot of people just love that fucking status quo, man.
Mhm.
A lot of people just dwell in that obsolescence, man.
Mhm.
Well, that's not top tier. What if your child was doing the same thing? You gonna tell them the same shit? Oh, you got your JD, that ain't top tier. Who taught you niggas these things?
Mhm.
Yes, that's top tier. Charles L. Faulkner Jr. just told you. Yes, that shit is top tier. You don't have to like it. You can hate it all you want, but you better learn to love it. It's the truth.
Yeah.
It ain't top tier. Know what a job? Now working the counter at fucking Walmart is?
Yeah, man. I tell
Audacity.
you, man. It goes back to how much do we respect the men of our community or the future men? We don't.
I could tell you that. Some of the shit. We look at them like bags of shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And it's ironic, even me just having this discussion tonight on this. Just to bring a bigger point that, we have to congratulate all of our people, especially some of the boys that do what they should be doing, to hopefully move the race a little forward. We should not be demeanor, make them feel more that what they did was wrong, bad, and it should not be celebrated. It's like shitting on them for saying, "Oh, you did this." It's like you're raising the bar even so-called higher on men that even show or potentially going to go further. And just for a sense of
Excuse me for a minute, Chaos. I gotta address something. Fuck that shit. Let the man be arrogant. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime a motherfucking white man or a black woman try to knock down a black man for doing something great, fuck that. He can be arrogant.
Okay.
He earned it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. He does earn it. And a lot of our boys do earn it if they go as far as to do what they need to do and go even in these type of fields where the percentage of black men is very small, And I never checked the statistic on the female side. Obviously, I know they will let a good portion of people in these fields in numbers. And one of the things, like anything, men, especially other races of men, especially black men, they try to, make it a little harder. I have to make it a little hard because you can't have certain other men compete for that top spot. And only men compete on top spots, not women, with other men. That's why we look at when women are in these same fields, you're not really competing with those other race of men. You stay in your place once you're in those fields. I don't give a crap what you tell me. How I know?
Mm-hmm.
Because they hire you for a purpose, just for eye candy and just to keep in the statistical numbers for what they call what's they call that thing affirmative action.
For the census.
Affirmative action. You get it? to show that we're not racist. We have black people here. You only have this black woman. No matter. We have black people here. It's just another shield to the actual uncovering of the real veil of what they really try and do and what they're presenting to people. You know, women are the ones supposed to be hired to keep the illusion of inclusion of their what's the word? Their constant assault in regards to resource.
Yeah, you're not going to give another. See, a lot of races of people like to placate shit. See, like it or not, where the men goes, the community follows. When you don't train your boys to be men and leaders and don't put them in leadership positions, don't even put them in positions where to make a goddamn decision, how the fuck you expect them to grow to be husbands, community leaders, presidents, business owners, lawyers, doctors, police officers, firefighters, people of prominence that makes a city, state, or a country go round? Like, how do you expect that?
Yeah. How do you expect a community to go further when your boys are very underdeveloped? Just in the educational part of all things. Because just by third grade alone, they could tell, I got me another prisoner. Oh, he's not at my level or up to that I see fit. So we're just going to prepare him now. That's how they see black men or black boys that will eventually be black men in the future. And you know, a lot of women, whether they care or not, they constantly allow it. You know?
And most of the times, how many times you seen people take their child and make them act like they got something wrong with them just to get a goddamn check?
Yeah. I don't know of any. And you know, it's interesting doing this broadcast on the so-called Mother's Day. And, you know, people that mothers, that's nice. That's cool. It's painting a bigger picture. You know, a lot of women want to act and be that Caucasian woman. But really, at the end of the day, are you willing to put in that necessary work and sacrifice to get to that level? That should be the question you should ask. And much time, a lot of women don't want to sit there and want to deny it. You are in competition with other women for a pool of men. Besides black men, you're in competition with just the men, period. And if you're not willing to get dirty, downright dirty, to fight for the man that you want, then by default, you're going to lose every time. And eventually, like other brothers from the content creator said best, you're going to die alone. And a good portion, because it's more of y'all than us, is highly possible. You get me? Especially women that's asking about they want a top-tier dude. And you look at him good, you're not even a top-tier woman, you know? I remember when Tony posted, and you know, should I read it, Charles? Let me read it. That's for people. No, give me a second, please. And as I find it, the call number for tonight's show is 712-770-4160. Access code 915-411#. I repeat, 712-770-4160. Access code 915-411#. Tonight's subject, Chaos Reign presents The Man is the Prize, Part 2, The C.J. King Effect. And some people are right in the chat room. I don't know what they're going on here. This is the post.
I like to say, I saw what Matrix wrote. And Matrix is not because he was a guy, it's because he was a black man saying it. The black man not supposed to have pride in their work. They're not supposed to be the maverick. They're not supposed to be the person who shines. They're supposed to know their place, sit down, and be humble. Fuck being humble. What has humble gotten us?
All I got you is headaches, high blood pressure, mental illness, sickness, and eventually death prematurely.
But bullshit stress.
It's a stress. Okay. This is what one of my friends on Facebook posted. The reason it is so offensive to some women when a man asks her, "What do you bring to the table?" Is because they've been conditioned to believe that their presence alone is enough. And that's what my good friend on Facebook said. And wait. Watch this. One female wrote here, "I really just don't even recall men of older generation as that though. That's what offensive to me. That they were automatically providers. Now they are not and still expect the same shit."
Because they're automatically providers. When have men stopped providing?
I have no idea. This is new to me. You know
when have men stopped providing? Like, really? That's bullshit. That's the same bullshit rhetoric that I hear. Well, you're not providers. Well, guess what? If the system gives you the opportunity to get jobs that black men aren't able to get, what does that say about you? You're not in a rush. Would you sacrifice your job to give it to your son?
I don't think so.
Would you sacrifice your job to give it to your husband? A lot of you don't want your husbands and sons and brothers and grandsons to be head of shit. Because what would be so magical about you then? But then, these are the same people who don't even understand why white women voted for Trump. But how many black women voted for Hillary?
Yeah, I think black people voted for Hillary. It was the only black woman voted Hillary. I think it's a good portion of that.
What was it, 93%?
It was nightmare? Shit. Damn. You know why? Because she said she's a Democrat and she's going to give them what we call trinkets.
And here's the part, right? When you notice the difference in culture, it's stark. When you have a natural difference to male authority and leadership, Trump never had to placate the women. The little bit of women that even protest weren't even enough to even scratch a barrel. That's the funny part. The little bit of women that didn't vote for him, the white women, don't even matter. You know why? Because they know their sons need to get in that fucking field.
Yep. You're right.
They know it. They know that. But yet, your daughter's out there looking for husbands. I feel you, Matrix. That's why I knew what you were trying to say. And yes, you were in competition with white women. Like it or not, you are. You always been. Hell, most of you still follow the white standards of beauty any damn way.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, we don't follow. Yeah, bullshit. Bullshit. When you go to those jobs, where's Mama Boy at? Oh, boy.
Oh, Big says he did a video on this, but I'm not sure if anybody watched that crap, though. I don't know if it was anything that he yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's his own biggest fan.
I'm gonna chill. 'Cause I want him to come up here and start cussing me out.
He's the
Anyway.
biggest fan. We know.
Let me
And
go
it's like,
down. Yeah, go ahead.
and it's like, you got to think about it. When you really think about this shit, Chaos, it's an easy problem to solve. Focus on the boys. If most of the crime in your neighborhood is done by boys between the ages of 12 to 25, focus on them. Well, his father's not in his life. Did you marry? Did you when you got pregnant? When you look at the raise a family, you just got pregnant because of oops. Or do you really get stuck with this kid? Which one is it? So when you got to look at both sides of the coin. Do you treat these kids like they're valuable, like they're the most precious jewels you'll ever receive, or do you treat them like burdens? That's fair to ask.
That's a fair question. Yeah. Is your son something that value to be something that will be grown to be productive, and eventually provide, or is he just another Swiss Army knife to you? What is it? And to be honest with these questions, I remember the other YouTuber did ask a few women that called in these in-depth questions, like a straight shooter, straight to the point. Some women in their 40s, Charles, can't even articulate what the fuck she wants. And I said, if you're at that age, you don't know what the hell you really want, or what you really search, and what you want to do. My advice, I say, you better off just dealing with a man that you could probably get, and you go out to work it out. But in regards to getting like a serious top tier man, no, that's not going to happen. No. And it goes back again. A lot of sisters don't come to the realization that you're going to compete. I don't give a crap what you say that about. Oh, well, no, you're going to compete, regardless of what any man tell you. I don't have to tell you that you have to compete for the man that you're seeking for. The market's going to dictate that to you when you're not getting that exception.
See, but that's the problem. They're going to make an excuse. It's because they don't want me. It's because they want somebody light skinned or white.
Yeah.
It's all these other excuses. A man can have a blue-black woman. Oh, she probably got surgery. What you gonna say then? But y'all pride yourselves off of being heathens. You pride yourself I'm just sure that if this was a black woman saying the same shit, not a goddamn word be said. Not a damn word be said. Well, she's struggling, mother. Not everybody's gonna be in Struggleville. So what happens when you don't struggle? What happens when you get more? Really, I like to quote BGS. He should not be the exception. He should be the norm. How many more of these CJs are we going to produce? Like it or not, you're going to need them.
You saw what Monica put on the comment?
No, what she put?
Let's check. Mo said they get mad when these same women date white men. Wow.
You don't give a fuck if they do. Black men don't give a fuck if they do. Because number one, when it comes to black women, y'all hold white men to a lesser standard. Y'all give them more benefits of the doubt. Nobody gives a fuck if you dating Cheddar Bob. Some old overall wearing motherfucker. Nobody gives a fuck about that.
Yeah.
Y'all the ones who get all out your hair about if we even shake hands with a white woman. Oh, why you with her? You don't see black men getting all fussed out about white women. We don't give a shit. See, that's what you do when you project shit. How you feel, you think that's how we feel. We don't care. We certainly don't care. See, y'all gotta date the bottom of the barrel white man. Like really, point to me.
You're not complete. Monica said with a crazy emoji. Nah, you're cussing. I don't know what the hell Monica put with her funny emojis. Don't get mad.
Got under your skin, huh, Gary? You're cussing. No, it's the fact that I'm always speaking with this type of vernacular. So if we want to be very accurate, you probably date nothing but cheddar bobs. Or better yet. Better yet. Better yet.
Okay.
Better yet. Cheddar Bob only calls you between the hours of, 12 to 5?
Interesting.
You don't hear black men with ghetto gaggers.
Yeah. Big J, can you try to call in again? I'm not sure. I don't see it on the queue. I refreshed my system. Hold on. I got a call now. Come on. Hello? Yes, hello?
Call from.
Okay.
Press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Okay.
To accept, press 1. Okay. I've sent the caller voicemail. Goodbye.
Oh, no. Damn. Hold on, people. You give it, Charles?
I'm still here.
Yeah.
She's talking about in her dream she loves black men. Yeah, all right. Man, she probably got all hot and bothered when she saw Monsters Ball.
All right, hold on a second, Charles. Let me see Miss Clark calling in. Hello, Priscilla? Clark?
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going? Okay. You just woke up? I'm not sure if you're still in the dream state.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know what to start. You know, it's funny, Priscilla. The subject for tonight's show is something that I didn't really want to have you deal with because, I like I said, when I have you back on, it's gonna be something different. But to give a little summary, well, let me see what you know so far. Have you been listening, or you just calling in? Return back the call.
I really just woke up.
Oh, I don't know, man. Well, you know, I don't know. You just woke up, so you're not gonna really, your mind's not gonna like get right thinking yet. You know, I'll say this.
It will. Just tell me.
All right. Well, tonight's subject, we are talking, and for all those that have listened, this is Priscilla Clark. You know she was on my show last year with dealing with the last show dealing with relationships. Tonight, Priscilla is I'm dealing with the man is the prize. This is a part 2 of something that me and Charles Park Jr. that's on the phone with me right now. We talk about in first show, and this is dealing with a particular young black man that got a law degree. Actually, he has 2 degrees, and right now the internet is attacking him because he quote unquote he is the prize because he has achieved a certain.
Oh, you're talking about the one that didn't pass the bar exam.
I mean, that I heard, but I'm not sure if that's true. To be honest with you, I can't really say he failed.
No, he posted it on his own IG account.
How recent was this? How recent was this?
That was like shortly, not too long after he had said that, because you take the bar exam after you after you graduate. So you don't take the bar exam before you graduate. You take it after you graduate from law school. So what happened was, I think somebody related to him passed the bar exam, and he posted that he was happy for the person that he was related to that passed the bar exam. However, he couldn't be completely happy because he didn't pass the bar exam. Now we're talking about a guy who went to Southern University law school, okay, and barely passed, pretty much passed with C's, okay, throughout the entire school year. Okay, so he didn't make hardly any A's. So he barely passed law school, and then he couldn't pass the bar exam. But there was some truth to what he said.
Okay.
In regards to, statistics.
Okay.
But it's the place that it comes. It's the place that it comes from. Because I've said on several occasions that black women ain't got no choice.
Okay.
And guys, black men get upset when we pretty much say that black men ain't worth 2 pennies with a hole in it.
Okay.
But then at the same time, they will agree with old boy who says the majority of black men are not professional men. He says this out of his own mouth.
Okay.
And that he just reached the rank that very few black men are in, which is the minority. So basically, in people don't like the reality when it comes from a female saying this in one way, but they can say the same thing in another way and agree. So we can't say that black women have a whole lot of choices in men when you really do look at the statistics. So I've already done the research, and I always ask people this question. Okay, I'm not going to say that a person like that is a prize, because attitude, character, intention also plays a part in a person. So I'm not going to say somebody like that is a prize, because I can guarantee you I wouldn't want to be with somebody like that. But let's just lay out the statistics. The statistics say that for every 100 available black women, 100 available black women, there are only 83 available black males. Okay, all right. So let's just start there.
5, Charles?
Do you agree?
The reason why
agree?
is because men die out earlier than women.
Now speak up a little bit. Hold on. Let me make sure.
Let me pull my mic down a little bit.
Okay, now I can hear you. I can hear you. And BJ, I'm going to open your line in a second. Go ahead, Charles.
One of the reasons why men die earlier than women. So you actually have, starting out in life, you have more boys than girls. Then, because of mishaps and things that happen, you're going to have a more influx of women. So, a lot of women have choices. They just don't like their choice.
Well, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. We always like to blame black women for the choice, because anytime that something goes wrong in a relationship, the male never gets the blame, ever.
That's not true.
You should have chose better. It is true. Every time.
That's not true, because let me ask you this question, right? In America, can we force a woman to get an abortion?
Let me finish my statement. You cannot tell me, because you will be intellectually dishonest, if you tell me that you have never heard you should have chose better.
Because number one, even when the women have the option to blame the men, how many women blame the men for everything? He tricked me to getting pregnant. he tricked me to getting married. How many times? Now, you're being intellectually dishonest if you never heard that. Because guess what? Even if the man is out of his P's and Q's, guess who's always going to be blamed for every little thing about a child, whether he's there or not? His father wasn't in his life. Even though the mother could have been a great mother, or she could have been a crackhead. But if the father's not in his life, guess what? You have stepfathers. Yeah, goddamn Zion, who praised everybody but the man who taught him how to get into the NBA. So that's intellectually dishonest right there.
Listen, sir, because my points have been cut off from the moment I started talking. Okay. All right. So if we're going to address something, let's go ahead and address it step by step. Okay. First of all, anytime you're dealing with human beings, you're going to have human beings going back and forth. Everybody's blaming each other. So let's not sit here and pretend like, oh, it's just one person blaming.
No, you just said the women just get blamed. Now you're being dishonest. You just said the women are just the people who get blamed. And we know that's not true.
Sir.
You just said that a minute ago.
Sir, listen, because here's what I'm not going to do, because I got to go to work. Okay? So I came here to give my friend my position, which he asked me for. So what I'm not going to do is get on here and argue. Okay?
No, we're not arguing.
I'm telling you, what I'm telling you is that it is brand. It's brand.
No, it's not.
Okay. I see where this is going.
No.
Okay?
No. You're not going to sit here and just tell us some stuff that's not true. When women blame men for every damn thing that goes on.
Okay.
We're not protected.
Right. Okay.
We're not this.
Are you going to control the call? Are you going to control this call? Because I'm not going to go back and forth with this person that you got on the line.
Okay. I'm come back.
So you're going to let me talk and get my points out, and he can talk, but what he's not going to do is every time I open my mouth, he comes in and stops because I'm about to get off this call because I have way too much stuff to do to go back and forth with somebody.
Princella, I'm going to let you finish your thought. Because it's kind of late. That's why I wish you were earlier before I open the line. So I'm trying to let her finish the thought. Is that cool? Because this is already late already. She should have called earlier. So, but she does, I think. All right, I'm going to let you finish what you're saying. And then I have somebody that's raising their hand. Princella, I got to take the call after you finish your thought. Is that cool?
All right, so the thought originally, before he stopped me, I was about to start talking about the statistics and options for black females. However, we always know, you know just as well as I know, anytime something goes wrong in a relationship, men consistently say, oh, you should have chose better, okay? If she gets pregnant by somebody who fucking dogs her, you should have chose better. You chose him. As if there's a myriad of available options of high-quality men for women to choose from. We know this is not the case. So it doesn't matter who she gets with. At the end of the day, if the relationship goes bad, the first thing that any male says when looking at this situation is you should know better. And that's the end of it. So let's go to the statistics, what the guy who we're talking about actually put out. And I'm just going to go into further detail of how slim the options really are for black females. Mm-hmm. Stats say that out of every 100 black females, for every 100 available black females, there are 83 available black males, okay? But for white women, for every 100 available white women, there are 98 available white men. That's the statistics. Now, how do we get to these statistics? Well, do you agree that black males are disproportionately in prison? Do you agree that they occupy more of the prison cells than white men for the same crimes. Do you agree with that? Okay. So this is how we get down to the 83 available. Okay. So let's just go through all of the things that make a black male not a good choice for a black female. Okay? So if we talk about 83 available to 100 available, to 17 women already ain't got no man. If we just gonna look at the numbers like that.
Mm-hmm.
17 women already don't have an option unless they're going to share a dude. Okay?
Which some of them do. Which some of them do already.
Right? But here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
If a chick gets pregnant, right, by a guy that's already married, what's the first thing that's going to be said to the chick? Why you choose a married dude? Right?
Mm-hmm.
You should have chose better. You shouldn't have got pregnant by somebody who was married. But the statistics have already disproportionately put her in a position to choose somebody that's already locked down based on quality, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Based on quality and availability, all right? So let's just eliminate everybody who's got a criminal background. If you have a criminal background of any kind, you shouldn't even be an option for black women. But that makes it difficult now because black males are disproportionately in prison. So are we just not going to give any of these guys a chance? If we give a person like that a chance and he screws up, the first thing that's going to be said is, why you choose somebody with a criminal background? There's never any leniency given to a woman because it's always her fault. Mm-hmm. Since she, quote unquote, has the power to control sex. This is their logic. All right. Let's eliminate. Now, I don't know how many people actually understand what goes on biologically with guys and this homosexuality stuff, because I'm just pointing out a few of the things that the guy that graduated law school, he said this stuff in his codes. Mm-hmm. He just didn't go into extreme detail as I'm about to go into. Okay. But he did mention down low dudes. He did mention that in there. Well, I've done the research on my own for quite a while. And can't nobody tell me anything when it comes to down low guys. They can't. Because it's a whole slew of them. And you could be friends with one of them and never even know. Okay? Mm-hmm. These people are married to women. Mm-hmm. They use them as cover-ups. So a lot of chicks are with dudes that they don't even know on the DL. All right? Mm-hmm. But if they knew they were on the DL, guess what? They still would be options for a lot of them. Mm-hmm. But if you find out one of these guys are on the DL, out of the 83 available black males to 100 available black females, how many of these 83 do you think is on the DL? Mm-hmm. We're just using these raw numbers. I want you to guess. Yeah. Give me a number. I don't care what number you give me. Just give me a number. Out of 83.
Yeah. Let me 1 second. Guys, stay online for a second. Let me correct something. Hold on a second.
Okay, I guess y'all can hear me. So we're gonna continue. All right, go ahead.
All right. I say so. Out of 83 available black males, because what we're going to do is just really see how many available options there really are for females. So we already started out with 83 to 100 because we talk about people that's incarcerated. So we already got 17 women out of that 100 that ain't got no man. They got to share one, right? Okay, if we can talk about a woman got to choose better, right? She's already in a disproportionate position to choose better if you're talking about just the raw 83 to 100. So we know the guy mentioned that women don't want to date a dude on a DL or a homosexual, bisexual, and that's true. So out of the 83 to 100 black males, how many of the 83 do you think are bisexual, homosexual, down low?
If you want me to give you a guess, right now, because how they pushed this agenda and now they made it to a point where you can't stand up to the LGBTQs, I would say roughly 45%, or I could say 45 out of some out of ratio. I'm just guessing. What's
45%? Go ahead.
I'm just doing percent. Well, let's say 83, and let's say out of 83, that's like 45 brothers. And this is my guess.
That's a super high percentage.
Okay, so
you think that's too high?
Okay, so
that's too high? All right.
You want to take half of?
All right, what about you, Charles?
Take half of?
Wait, Charles.
That's way too high, man.
You think it's too high? Yeah, I'm just guessing. That's my guess.
Way too high. And here's the point that doesn't make sense. See, people like to play percentage, but only on one side of the field. Who said that all these 100 women are available women, are women worth marrying? Just like all 100 men are not going to be worth marrying. So you got to look at the percentiles. Like I said earlier, a lot of people have options. They just don't like their options. If you're 5'1" and 235 pounds obese, you're not getting a top tier guy. Sorry.
Okay.
Just like a guy who's 65 years old and broke is not getting the top tier woman.
Case, what would be the point of a man telling her she got to choose better? Because that's all.
Because you know why? Because everybody feels sorry for women. Because we for the longest time in the world, black, white, whoever, treated women like children. See, for the longest time, when a man goes on child support, you know what they said to the men? You got to eat it. Regardless if he was the better parent, regardless if he made the money or not, he had to eat it. But at the same time, look what the black man goes to jail for.
Okay.
Majority of the crimes he go for are nonviolent crimes. But at the same time, a lot of these guys in jail are still getting women.
Okay.
Water seeks his own level.
All right. What you said, Princess?
Now check this out. There is no such thing as an absolute. Very few absolutes in reality. So yeah, you go get some.
Hold on.
Will she go out?
Hold on, let me check. Give me a second. Let me check if the mic's working. I think she's still active. Yeah, the timer is still. While she gets in, let me give the call number one more time. The call number to tonight's show is 712-770-4160, access code 915-411#. As I wait, let me open this line. Hello? I open your line.
Big J, I've been over for like an hour and a half.
What's on your mind, Big J? As my good friend gets the line back in order. Go ahead.
Well, allow me to go down to the meat and the crux of this, right? So, here is the thing. Both sides of this is dead wrong. I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, I'm gonna go after men first because like y'all doing the most right at this point. Now, if you look at CJ, and like what I said in my video about my commentary over this, not once you see CJ talks about helping other black men. He keeps talking about though he's in the top 7%, but then no, he never talks about. He talks about all these other black men who were gay or downlowing or in jail, what may have you. But yet, though, not once in his post to say anything. I'm gonna use my law degree. I'm gonna use my law degree to help other black men out. Not once he said anything about helping black men out. So that goes to the thing I gotta say about General Mad Dog Mathis when he says the best 6 inches on a man is not between his legs, it's between his ears. So for y'all to prop up Mr. C.J. King, y'all's argument is flawed because he's not talking about helping another black man out. He not said not one damn thing about helping another black man out. Only thing he's talking about is what women say, that dumb shit. That
wasn't the point of his commentary. Number one, he's making a statement.
I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm not done.
Yeah,
now, you think, Charles, you can't abuse these are women online? You ain't abusing my black ass.
Nobody's abusing anybody.
Hold on,
oh, my God. Nobody talked about the goddamn women. See, what is up with you? What is up with you, Captain, number one? Number two, the point of the principle of this conversation was like this. If you consider yourself a top guy, is it fair for women to compete for him? Because he made himself a competitive man. Yes or no?
That's not the argument. That's not the argument I'm raising. The argument is how y'all take C.J. King and y'all want to.
Let me ask you this question: should we have more or less of people like him? Should we have more CJs in the black community or less? Should we have more of them or less?
No, the focus of black men should be
should we have more black men accomplishing shit that CJ did or less?
No, the problem is the first thing he talks about is some pussy. The first thing come out of his mouth is about some female. No, if you are in a power position, if you're in a level of power, you should be thinking about helping your other brothers out because there are less of you around, right? You should be talking about help my other brothers out. That should be the focus. So the focus on
Let me ask you something. If it was a white guy, or a black woman, would you make it a focus of that?
It is a form. What he's doing is a form of pussy begging. Shout out to my man, Doug Titian. You Negroes are pussy begging.
Pussy begging.
And that's what he's doing. What he's doing is a form of pussy begging. Now
he doesn't have to beg for pussy.
I ain't talking to you.
He doesn't have to beg for pussy at that level. Pussy will come to him.
When I speak, you don't talk, all right? When I speak.
First of all, see, we got to do this.
I don't hide behind anger.
I'm going to treat you like all the women you try to date and not listen to your ass. Okay?
No.
Because first of all, when you speak, you make it no sense. First and foremost, men in that fucking spear don't have to chase pussy. You dumb fucker. The problem is this. A lot of motherfuckers just don't want to be competitive. Both men and both women. Guess what? You got motherfuckers to say, oh, she won't date me because she's too short. A lot of motherfuckers don't like their options. A lot of motherfuckers don't understand. Get yourself in shape. Actually be a little bit more charming. Learn some etiquette.
Mm-hmm.
But if you tell somebody this in the black community, oh, you being rude. But yet, how many black people, men and women, for those who you don't get understand the word people, don't want to be competitive. They think everything's supposed to fall in a goddamn lap.
Mm-hmm.
But when you tell them you got to work hard, oh, you just cussed them out. Like I said earlier, a lot of people, they have options. They just don't like them.
Mm-hmm.
If a woman leads with her degree, that's the worst thing she could lead with. You know why? Because men don't look for you that way. We just don't.
And
It just
one thing
shows you how.
I can say this. Big J, I'm opening your mic back. But for the future reference, anytime you call in my show, I don't want to hear anybody else from no other space that you're labeling here on this stream. I don't listen on the average. I don't associate. Why you keep mentioning these people on my show, sir? That's the more question I like to ask. Man, let me unmute. Answer my question. Why you keep
over there?
referring to these people
What are y'all
on
worried
the
about at the SYSBM? That's what y'all.
You didn't answer my question.
Number one. When the fuck did I ever mention that shit? What the fuck do I gotta save myself from black women? I'm not afraid of black women. I date them. Unlike you. I don't need to save myself from any black woman. See, you keep on using these stupid-ass talking points when you're not even once. When the fuck did I ever claim that's chaos?
I don't even claim that, and I despise this SYBM nonsense. Why is he?
Because eventually a black man is going to have to learn to deal with black women any goddamn way, or you just don't. Everybody knows my view on shit. If you want to date outside your race, do so. What the fuck? I don't care who the fuck you date. If you're not raising functionable adults, what's the fucking point? You're going to be a fucktard in another fucking race of people if you're a fucktard here.
Yeah.
But you tell people they got to be competitive, they get an attitude about it. Like, just go ahead and open up his mic. Because, number one, when I talk, you listen. I'm not going to listen to no goddamn 45-year-old incel about some shit that doesn't even base in reality.
Let me clear the record, Big J, before I open the mics. This is Chaos Reign channel. I do not associate myself with other fuck niggas that you listen to, play tape, write notes, and put on your bullshit channel every day. I do not associate, I don't listen, I don't focus on them. You know already, goddamn well, I talk about these motherfuckers that talk about they say this. Even on my own channel, I go in detail on my views on it. Why the fuck you come here and bring these people up? Do you know you deal with black men that deal with more important issues? Hell, we probably go hard on a man now than most of women. And we sometimes fluctuate. But the point is, at the end of the day, we deal with the major issue. And it's something that our people, either they want to accept it or not, it's hard, it's truth, and it's reality. So if you're going to keep entertaining me on my channel, bro, don't mention these niggas' name no more. I'm a bit honest. I'm going to point out if I even hear reference to any of these niggas that you watch, I'm going to bid you good night. So I'm going to open your mic.
Okay then. Well. First of all, though, Chaos, I'm not on your channel. I'm on Talk Real Solutions channel, and I'm not on your punk ass channel. Okay, I know that you are simulcasting, but
so why
I know
the fuck you bring these niggas' name on my motherfucking channel?
Why are you so emotional, Gary? Why are you so emotional, Gary?
This is my channel every Sunday, every fucking night.
Why are you so emotional, Gary? Why are you so emotional, Gary?
Do you love these fucking niggas?
If this is your show,
do you love these fucking niggas?
Why are you so emotional, Gary?
No, why do you love these fucking niggas? Answer the question.
That right there is a female trait, sir. That is a female trait, Gary. That's a female trait. Why are you being emotional, sir?
Good night.
See,
Good night.
I'm just wondering, he's talking about female traits. He's talking about a subject he's not real versed in. Females.
He's not. And the sad thing about it.
So it's funny. Not saying your female friend, I forget what her name is. Not saying she's wrong about numbers. Because right now, people forget we have more men, black men in college than in prison. But unfortunately, we got to keep the narrative alive that all our men go to prison and shit like that.
But let's keep, I'm Charles, on the narrative about people in prison, right? There are, I'm not sure what the average percentage right now of people in prison in America, but let's say there's like 3 million black men in prison. I'll ask a bigger question. What's the average of black men, either ADOS or just black men generally, in this country? I guarantee it's more than 3 million, right? Right? So the ones that fall into the criminal justice system, right, there are still some men out there. And I can't recall, even when I said out of A3, I said 45, and that's pretty high. Let's say if I was high or wrong. Let's say if I'm right.
Let's put it this way. The average LBGT ratio is what?
2%?
7%? 2%? So how the fuck can you have that many people in the community? Because people want to believe some bullshit narratives. What I notice in the black community, we believe some bullshit if it ever comes out. So we talk about down low men. Are there some men bisexual? Yeah, you're gonna get some out the numbers. It's just gonna fucking happen. Nobody talks about the bisexual women. They always want to, because you know why? It's more shameful for men to be bisexual than women. And I get that. That's why, earlier I told people gender roles. Oh, we stop using these archaic. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Because guess what? You still hold us to those archaic fucking standards. But yet, when you look at it, the real reason why you have more black women than black men, because black boys die off at an earlier age due to fucking male angst. So you already starting on a deficit. Then on top of that, females don't like to hear it. A lot of them are not going to get the men they want. Why? A lot of times it has to do with their disposition and their attitude, unfortunately. Sorry, I said it. If you're not taught to be a husband or wife, how the fuck are you going to make great families? If a man says, I want this in a wife, and you cannot bring that, and he's in a position to say, I want this for a wife, and you do not add up to it, guess what? You're not going to get picked. See, men are used to being not picked. We're used to hearing shit from women about, oh, you're not tall enough, you're not light enough, you're not dark enough, you're not big enough, whatever. We're used to that bullshit. But when a black man has a standard and can hold you to a standard, that's wrong. You telling me every time you have a statistic that's positive, we want to hold to it. But when it's a negative statistic, oh, it's bullshit. How many black women do we have in our communities that are obese?
I forgot that ratio, but
If a black woman wants to be with a high tier man, I'm sorry to tell you this, you're gonna have to get in shape.
No, but if you want the top 2 or 1%, you're gonna have to compete.
You're gonna have to compete, which means you're gonna have to get in shape. You're gonna have to be feminine.
Yeah. You're gonna have to. And to be honest with you, I'm not gonna hold my tongue no more when if women bring this argument. I'm gonna tell them straight up, the market's gonna determine if you get a mate or not. It's that simple. And we got a call. I'm gonna pick up this call in a second. But like I said, as men, we accept the world as is, reality, and we suck up and we deal with it. I'm sorry that most of y'all women that been brought in this world and been raised, that you've been told a lie for a good long time. Now,
and not to pick on what she was saying, black men have always been told you should have picked better. When we point the finger back,
when we get buried from the court system, yeah. Of course. All the time.
Black men always been told we should pick better. What else is new? You should have known better. We didn't know stealing his damn car. We were just using a joyride when a white man gets slapped. But guess what? How many black lawyers do we have saving our asses? Well, you should be helping. Do we make black women help when they get their degrees? Do we put this same stringent shit on them? No, we don't. Are there black women who do help brothers? Yes. Yes, there are. There are some sweethearts out there who love black men and help them. Wish there was more. Just like I wish there was more brothers in CJ's position. I wish it was the norm. But this is the problem. When a black man can set a standard, we got a problem. When a black man can say, this is the type of woman I want, we got a problem. See, a lot of these brothers are not believing in this take me as I am bullshit anymore. Because there's going to be a lot of lonely women out there. I will just tell you this, Chaos. If the attitude improved, you would see a tremendous growth in relationships.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. And that's a start. But stay right there. Let me open this next line. Anonymous, I open your line. Who's this?
Hello?
Who's this?
Is this Jay on the phone?
I don't know who this is. Who's this?
Hi. Oh, I'm looking for Big J.
Oh, it's Big J here. I'm gonna mute you, Big J. You calling back in?
Hello?
Yeah, I think that's Big J.
Oh, boy.
Now, Big J, if you're not going to use your actual voice instead of your stuttering, girly voice, I'm going to put you and kick you off. So I'm over your mic one more time.
I'm looking for Big J.
Okay. Well, you know, Big J is now going to become a little small troll than what he is already, unfortunately.
Oh, so now he's doing his alter ego, Francine.
It is sad to find certain black men. And he said he's a very much intellectual man resort to this low-level behavior. And I think he only does this to my show mostly. I don't know if he does it to ABC or any other brothers that do shows on this channel. But like I said, the character and the grown-ups of black men, we got to do better. You know what I'm saying? I think if we were born more stricter, not only our choice, but we set just a little small standard that we want out of our women, that will pretty much go a long way on the average. I have no problem with a dude that reaches a certain status that he demands more and he's not going to expect less, because most of them don't understand that actual maturity, because most dudes, and think about this, Charles, out of every other race of men, you cannot come as you are as a woman. I don't give a crap what these other men tell you.
No, you can't. No, you can't. And
how I know this?
Even black women, you can't do that.
Yeah. Now, how I know this? Because who they really choose, they 1K100, they don't normally choose you. That's why we look at any statistical data. You're the lowest for a reason. You know?
Mm-hmm.
The only time they will need a sister is they want to either copulate or just want to get a nut off, on the average. But in regards to anything seriously, they're not going to deal with that. And I'm telling most women, I don't have to waste time with stresses. You already know this already. If they have to write fucking books, which other women, and I'm not sure other men write books, especially, I think it's only women writing books to teach how to get a non-black man, that tells you they're not looking for you, sweetie. You don't need a book to just attract any man, on the average. See, the only thing with black men, we take pretty much everything, because we have not come to this and said we should not only better something for ourselves, but our standards should be a little better in regards to our mate selection and be firm on it. And we say that if you go come as you are and you you carry yourself and you don't take care of yourself, like health-wise, and you get yourself all fat, most likely a dude will not fuck with you. And that's that honest truth. That's why when you see a lot of women try to hit up, the other brother on the other channel, and you see his IG, who they be inboxing, he showed a picture of the women. I'm looking at it and say, are you serious? This is a 50-year-old black man who's self-sufficient as an entrepreneur and as a business. You think he's going to wipe you up and you look the way you are? That means if you look the way you are, that means you have a certain attitude towards yourself. You think he's going to rate that his resource to that? No. And if he's not thinking that, you think other race men going to think of that? That's why
Robert
if you look
Smith.
at most, and I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm telling a lot of women, you're being scammed. If you listen to any outlet telling you can get any man the way you are, change it, they're lying to you. They take your money. You have a better shot messing around with Nicole Michelle's platform than all these other outlets, these garbage outlets. And I say there's a lot of garbage outlets, the ones that are teaching you how to swirl all that. And you know the outlets I'm talking about, ladies. And the reason why I'm only plugging her channel is because she at least is honest. That's why when she target black women to get black men, she got pushback. By who, Charles? Black women.
Exactly. You got to realize. You got to realize this, KL. I'll let you finish real quick, and I'm gonna make a commentary.
Okay.
You got to realize, man. Black men were never given the option to come as you are to black women. Ever since we went to fucking school, you had to have something a little extra.
Mm-hmm.
Even at grade school, you had to have these shoes, this haircut, this shirt. You had to have these eyes, this skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
And we just dealt with it. But yet, we just ask our women, okay, I've seen your check marks. I've seen your boxes. I've checked all the boxes. Now, are you willing to compete for me since I was willing to compete for you? And this is the problem that we get in the black community, that a black man has no rights that a black woman has to adhere to or respect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you wonder why they're taking their fucking talents to South Beach. You don't even praise in the black community our best and brightest, and it shows. If he would have went to a white school, with a white girl, she would have stuck by him because she knows the fucking potential of this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You ever notice in the draft, not one motherfucker had a black woman on their arm?
The NFL draft?
Mm-hmm. Not one. I don't think it was one who had a black girlfriend.
Yeah.
I don't think it was one.
Yeah,
because it might have been one, but I didn't see it.
But you know
why? Because a lot of white women go to college not really for the degree. They go looking for husbands.
To find a mate, yeah. And not
black women treat the fucking degrees as the husband.
And I don't want to interrupt. When they go to school, on the average, they hope to get married before they hit 22 or 23. You get me? On the average, most non-black people, you go to college. Because I'm due finish at age 21, 22. And sometimes they'll walk with their mate they get in college. And if people really look at it, and if we do like data crunch on it, the average, besides our community, that most people, when they find their mates, is usually either in high school or in college. If they don't find it by then they're left wide open to the bigger dating market, which is very competitive. Can we agree?
Mm-hmm.
So why would any other non-black woman take the chance to compete in a wider market? They don't do that. So what they do? They snatch them right in college as soon as possible. And if they fail to reach that, then they have to deal with the real realities of the world and have to compete like every other woman. Unfortunately, our women don't really think about that. And you're right. I remember those same women said that their degrees are their husbands. So what happens? I always ask women that puts that as a claim. Can you fuck your degree? Can that degree put food and table on your house? Give a roof over your head, food?
Is that degree going to protect you?
Can it give you companionship? It's like the same notion said Jesus is my boyfriend. That's how delusional we have fallen, especially when it comes to our women in the society, as we're speaking today.
We make excuses for not doing better. Here it is. You got a black man saying, "I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna be the best. I'm gonna be the best that I can be for you. Are you gonna do the same for me?" But everybody missed that fucking part of the fucking conversation. You're not gonna find. Yes, he is high standard. You're not gonna find too many black men with a JD walking around. But you're the first motherfuckers to knock him. You the first motherfuckers to be like, "Oh, he's a sissy. He's this. He's that. He's a nerd. He's a lame." But first of all, a lot of you chicks out there talk some real big shit, but I've seen a lot of the ugly ass niggas y'all fuck with. And y'all know y'all fuck with some little vagabond looking motherfuckers. Yeah, I know y'all mess with some guys who just aren't shit.
All right, I'm going to take one more call. This is the last call for tonight. Who's this?
I think that you know who this is. Now here's the thing, though. What are you scared of, Gary? See,
are you going to stick with this point? Because you come here, you don't really bring into you're up here posing your little lead talk points, wherever you want to mention up in here, and you bring up other people that's not part of this channel. And one thing, and I know you Big J, you don't like answer the question. Why you do this? That's my number one question.
Why what?
Why you bring up other podcasts, content creators, where you want, on my motherfucking channel or on this channel?
Because your boy represents the black manosphere, and the black manosphere is a disease. Now back to what I was really going to say.
You're not even social enough to get an STD. So what the hell are you talking about? See, the only disease is this: is that motherfuckers like you that go with these small fucking talking points, small time. You don't talk about shit that's interesting. The only people that view your commentary and your fucking view is me, myself, and I. The only three viewers. Once again, you should never be the one talking about women. You can never talk about women, Big J. You can never talk about women. Women, you repulse women. You're like pepper spray to them.
Okay, well, I have white women, I have black women on my channel.
This is the part you don't understand.
What other lie you gonna say now, Charles?
You are actually repulsive to women.
Okay, fine. Okay,
see, you probably would have to go get one of them old fat swamp thing looking white women. You probably would have to.
Okay, good.
But we gotta ask you this question: what's the point of you calling if you're not gonna stay on the point? Because all you want to do is just be contrarian. But yet, why don't you take your ass over there to Angry Man? Why don't you argue with him?
Because
you won't. Because you're scared. Because you won't. You want to whine and cry about the same shit every time, every week.
Wait a minute.
But you don't know. You whine and cry about the same shit. You whine and cry about the same shit. I understand. Your only friends are stock puppets. I feel for them. I feel for them. I understand. I understand you're the only person whose driver's license has to have a bag over their face.
Wait,
I understand that. It's not your fault. I understand that incels kick you out the group. I
Incels.
understand certain shit.
Okay, I mean, what am I whining
But
about,
still,
sir?
you must understand this very well.
What are you?
Nobody
what are you
wants to
talking
hear
about,
shit
sir?
from
I don't
you
know what you're
unless
talking
you're
about,
studying
sir.
from the
But
topic.
can you answer my question? Can you answer my question, Charles? Can you answer my question, Charles? Okay, Charles. Then if I'm whining and you cannot identify what I'm whining about, how can you every time you come
We
on?
identify what you're whining about. The fact that nobody likes you.
No.
We found
I'm
out
not,
all the
hold on. I'm
time.
not
You came in
Edward
here with your
Anderson,
alter
sir.
ego as
I'm
Francine
not
or whatever the fuck you call
Anderson,
yourself.
sir. I'm not your
You
boy
all
Edward,
do.
all right? I'm not your boy Edward
You do it.
Anderson. Now,
You
come on
whine.
Now,
You
the thing
whine.
is, Charles, slow down. Charles. It's all right, Charles.
No. Look.
You know you get on mad now, Charles.
Look, we understand that you're going to be doing the remixing in a few minutes. We understand that.
Well,
But guess what?
I mean, wait a minute. I'm gonna do the remake, man. But you need.
All right.
Big
Big
J,
Hold on. I gotta stop the Big J because I think I've been on this long enough, and I don't got the mental capacity to deal with the back and forth argument. Let me see who else is online. All right. For all those that were listening to tonight's stream, before that, any closing remarks, Charles? Come in this.
I'm just like this. Look, number one, we need more CJs. Like it or not, I don't care if you like his commentary or not. That's up to you. At the end of the day, are we better off in our community with more CJs or less? I'm going to vote for more.
Yeah. And God knows we need more black lawyers, young black lawyers, and all black men in major areas, including medicine, police, fire department, and in science, or what I like to call STEM. We should not be fighting as a collective people. And my closing remark is this, that in regards to his either accomplishment or what he doesn't accomplish, the point is this, that any man that reach a certain status, you're going to have to compete. He's at right now the prize, because he is the one that, if you're seeking to be a housewife or be taken care of and let the man pay the cost to be the boss, you're going to compete. There's no way around, ladies. And much times I tell you could probably come halfway as you are, and you'll still get that top tier man. That's not going to work in the 21st century. And I know a lot of y'all know this already. So to sit there, keep fighting and arguing and, attacking either Mr. Fulton or any man that's telling you the truth on this, that's fine. But like I said, the market is going to determine at the end of the day. And reality is going to split in, whether you like it or not. So thank everybody I'd like to thank everybody for calling in and listening to tonight's broadcast. If you didn't catch it, catch a replay of this. And, always comment, subscribe, and like this video. Thank you for listening. Until next time, good night.
Again, another good broadcast. Thank you for always listening. And like always, comment, subscribe, and like this video. You can also follow me on Twitter at ChaosReign7.
Would be an educated black woman's nightmare.